Excuse me. Hello Malaysia, this is Gerryko here, and this is a Wait a Minute production. Today is the 30th of July 2014. Today is 6:40 p.m. and it's a Wednesday. So 2 days until I go back to Penang for a cosplay meeting. I'll spend 1 or 2 nights in Penang and come back here and off to KL to go for the Animangaki at Sunway cosplay stuff. So maybe I should do Penang Hill. Go up there and take a look at what the up there looks like. Well, never mind, don't want to do that. Maybe later. So today's I'm feeling a bit giddy because I need to film something. So I'm gonna film something. Today the dish that is going to be made in front of your eyes maybe is called yao yi chow. Yao yi chow in Cantonese. If it's in English, it's called yao yi is which is this one here, is squid. Squid that has been preserved with don't know how you preserve it, maybe salt, or just using heat or the sun to preserve the squid that's been chopped into fine pieces here, very fine indeed. Then the other ingredients would be pork, which is in this plastic bag. Yep, pork have to be chopped finely. Firstly, you have to boil it and get the scum out. This I do not know why, but it has a lot of scum. You put it in boiling water, and the scum will form up above the water. I have lots of big onions, the red onions, the big ones. 2 of them will be enough. And what else in this dish? Fish? No, that's not it. The rest will be cabbage, which has been chopped quite finely, 1 whole big bowl of it, and sengkuang, or I don't know what you call this in English. It looks like a big brown, very huge potato with white stuff in the middle. That's the white stuff, okay? Yep, sengkuang, which is white radish, carrot, I'm not sure. So you have these ingredients, sengkuang, cabbage, onions, and of course the star of the show, squid. Yao yi chow means stir fry. Yao yi is that squid stir fry with vegetables such as onions, cabbage, and white stuff. So after I'll tell you the rest. I have to find out what the hell the white stuff is called. The white stuff, the sengkuang, in English, what is it called?
Turnip.
Turnip, yes, that's the turnip. When it comes to chopping meat or piece of meat into very small fine pieces, this is part of the pork, which is, what part is it?
It should be actually the belly. I don't have the belly.
So it should be a belly where it comes to this yao yi chow, but it's not the belly. So any more information of where it's from besides a pig?
It's half lean and fat. Half lean, half fat.
Half lean, half fat. What about position on the pig? No idea where it's from, which part of the pig? No, okay, never mind. So when it comes to slicing a piece of meat like so, you want to do it easily, then you should have it frozen, or you can defrost it, or you can not frozen but slightly colder than usual. Or either you can just boil it and cook it like so. Then it'll be easy to chop. It's not mushy when it's just bloody and lukewarm. So it's either you can chop it half cold or half cooked. This one will be, you can see the scum already frothing on top of the water to get the smell of the pork out. Don't know why, but I guess it tastes nicer when it's been defrothed, is it? What?
This one, parboiled.
Parboiled. And what's the process of getting the scum out? Descumming the meat, is it? Okay.
It's taking the impurities out.
Taking the impurities out and the smell of the pork, which is supposed to be essential, but never mind. There's no garlic in this yao yi chow, is there?
Can put garlic.
Oh, can, is it? Okay. Are you going to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, but what are you going to do with the squid?
put it in, fry.
Put it in, yes. Fry it first with a bit of oil.
Until it's fragrant.
Fry until it's fragrant.
Together with the meat.
Together with the meat. Why am I repeating the words? Never mind. So just fry with a bit of oil, and you can smell the yao yu chow or the squid, which is a very pungent smell. And after I'll show you how it's done on the wok or in the wok. Is it on or in? In the wok, right? In the wok. So the squid is being soaked in water and made a bit more, like say, softer because of the water. Why not just fry it as it is dry?
Salty and dirty.
Oh, it's salty and dirty because they preserve the squid in the sun and also with brine or salt water in the villages or near the seaside, which is always normally hot due to the very shiny sun. So you don't need to buy a big piece of squid, you can buy it pre-chopped. Or is it post-chopped? Post-chopped. After chopping, post-chopped. Pre-chopped is before chopped. So you have it fried it in oil, so make sure you like squeeze all the water from the squid. And this is the pork that has been chopped to pieces. Don't throw Julian style chop. Maybe something to do with Julius Caesar being chopped into mince pie. Leave the fat in with the pork because that's the delicious part of the pork. The fat, that is. Flavor, yes, that's the fat. It's more yellowish compared to the meat, which is whitish brown. So now the wok is being heated up, and there's a hint of chopped garlic here, so that's part of the ingredients as well. So pour oil into the wok, generous amount of it seems to be, and fry it. Fry the squid or the chopped thing, better get out of the way. It's gonna be splattering everywhere due to the water content of the dried squid. You can hear the irony of the water content in the dried squid. Quite a lot of irony and hypocriticism. It's a new word I invented today. Means it's just a cabinet of opposites, whatever that means. So fry it until you can smell the smell of squid. Roasted squid. The smell will be similar in Japan. In Korea and Japan they roast whole squid using petroleum gas, which is the blue gas that you see there. Yep, they directly heat the squid in Japan and Korea. So next up will be the pork. Pork is already cooked, you don't need to, maybe you have to fry it to make it fragrant. Yeah, I guess you have to make it fragrant. Normally I have policy of not intervening with the subject matter that is helping with the cooking. All I need to do is talk and film it, so I'm not going to lift that ladle or stir fry it. So this is as much help as I can get by spewing nonsense out of my mouth. And if you have heard or seen the show called Naked Chef, starring a very young Jamie Oliver, just imagine me as the woman commentator who tries to piss off Jamie as much as possible. That's a black thick soya sauce that has no taste besides the soya sauce itself. I don't think it's sweet.
Color.
It just gives it color, a bit, not a lot, but just a bit of sweetness. Not a lot actually. So now it's dark brown. And you might be wondering when are the other ingredients like the turnip. Okay, now the turnip is in for a spin. First ingredient into the chopping board or the wok is the turnip. My policy of no interference is going to be violated. No, that's okay. I'm not going to touch that ladle. So it's going to be quite a long process. Indeed.
Has to soften it before I put in there.
So you have to soften the turnips before you put in the cabbage. And strangely enough, lastly will be the onions. And how come the garlic is not put in there? The garlic there. No. How long does it take to soften the turnip?
20 minutes or
Huh? 20 minutes?
wait. 哦
20 minutes to do this. Okay. So just imagine that the thing is 20 minutes later. No, how long until the turnip becomes soft?
Let the turnip absorb the oil.
Let the turnip absorb the oil.
And put in some water to soften it.
Put some water to soften it. Okay, it's a long process. It's one of the meals that you put in the fridge, and the more times you heat it up, that is using the wok to heat it up, the more delicious it becomes until it's, well, you can heat it up about 4 or 5 times, because the thicker or the less humid it is, or the drier it becomes, the more tasty it becomes. There's quite a lot of water to put inside to boil it. Oh, you need water to actually help with the process of softening up the turnip. So interesting indeed. So it takes some time for the turnip to become soft. So just imagine it becoming soft and boiling, and suddenly you put in the cabbage and the onions. And strangely enough, the onions are not caramelized with the help of oil. So, and the garlic is last also, is it? With the
It's optional.
onions.
Garlic is optional.
But you already have the garlic there chopped, julienne style. What's the meaning of julienne cutting?
Julienne means cutting into strips, fine strips.
Cutting into fine strips. So all these ingredients are all juliennized.
Julienne. Julienne.
Huh?
Oxford doesn't have.
Oxford has nothing to do with me. Even though I worked there for 3 months. So it's a long process, a very long indeed. And this yao yu chow or squid.
What does you call it?
Huh?
Wait for it to boil.
Wait for it to boil. Okay. So now the cabbage is being put into the mixture.
Soften it.
Yeah. So the turnip is already still got lots of water in it. So it's just been 5 minutes since the last video, and now it's the cabbage turn to actually be parboiled in the wok. And how long until the next victim? The onions, that is, and the garlic. 10 minutes. 5 minutes, am I?
Yeah, from now 10 minutes now. You want to speed up the process? Can.
No, I mean the cabbage.
Quán mày.
See you next time. Now everything has been put inside already. The onions, which is raw, and garlic as well. And it seems to be quite dry. How long further? Maybe 10 minutes under the high heat to give it less water, that is. The taste is inside the water, so you want the water to be as thickly tasty as possible. So in order to do that, you have to evaporate the water. Add some salt and sugar to give it more taste. So the spices, if you like to call salt and sugar as spice, is soya sauce. Condiments is soya sauce, salt and sugar. Just 3 of these ingredients, and the rest. So do it, or just mix it around until it's dry, and you have a dish called yao yi chow. Nice.
I put in sugar, I put in salt.
How much sugar, how much salt? Estimate.
By estimation and by taste.
By estimation and by taste. Can you like give me an approximation of how much sugar and salt? More salt. Okay. So it's not exactly dry, it's still watery. And that is the garnish, which is green. Well, is it parsley, isn't it? Parsley gives it a greeny taste, or a parsley-y taste. And it's a nice change of scenery from all the brown, drab, sepia coloring. It's always nice to have some green. You put in more if you have, unless it won't be that tasty if it was radioactive green, or fluorescent green, or glowy green. But veggie green is nice color. Are there any other vegetables that you have neglected to put in?
No, some people put in carrots.
Carrots, yeah.
But the carrot is really soft.
Soft, and you won't be able to like reheat it many times with there is carrot in it. Even though it can be very sweet when you put carrots into it. Anything else that other people do?
I don't think so.
It is normally a Chinese New Year dish, eaten with salad.
Yeah.
Is it salad?
Salad.
Yeah, you take this yao yi chow, or aka stir-fried squid, and wrap it. What?
Turnip,
Yao yi chow, directly translated as squid, stir-fried squid, isn't it? There's no like turnip in the name. If it was like what is it called turnip in Cantonese? Yao yi sa go chow. You call it directly translated as squid, turnip, stir-fried.
Okay.
So food is ready to be served. So according to estimation, salt and sugar up to you until it's edible, then that's about it. There's no need to taste test because it's just delicious. Because turnip is awesome. Can't you hear the enthusiasm in my voice? See you Malaysia or where you're from. Bye bye. And next video is how to cut watermelon to pieces and still be edible.